There's something supernatural about Very Dark Man. Not just something, there are a lot of supernatural things about the young man. Like he is not this regular kind of content creator. Izzy Ogbeide have come to say Very Dark Man is a content creator. In fact, he's an unstable content creator, according to her latest video she just dropped. But the guy is supernatural. Obviously, it is obvious. If you cannot see it, it means one, you don't have eyes in the spirit, or you are not a well-meaning Nigerian. That's clear right now as it is becoming obvious by the second that if you don't like the young man, you have something against good. When I say Very Dark Man is spiritual, there's something spiritual about the young man. I mean that in every positive sense of the word spiritual, and it is in every positive sense of the word again. Looking at all the people Very Dark Man have had to fight with, see the audacity. That thing cannot just be content creation. We live in a Nigeria where if you try to call out certain powerful people, hey, living to tell the tale will be something that will be hard for you. Sometimes you are long gone, and things are trending every day. After another 1 week, we don't forget. Very Dark Man have called out dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu before. On top of that TVC matter, that D1 carried him to TVC. He called out a man plain. He was clear with the names, in fact, with the things he wanted to go and discuss on TVC. He was clear. How many times has he been arrested? Yabojo, Tonto DK, on top of Bobrisky matter, this one, that one, EFCC, this one. How many times? He had a case with Falano. How far? He had a case with Messi Chinwo. How far? All the people that have tried to bring him down. How far? Bobrisky, that one ran into oblivion. He could not withstand the heat. Messi Chinwo dropped the case. Tried to become friends by following him. He blocked her. He was no longer interested in her relationship. In a relationship with her, even as friends, as my follower, I don't want you. Blessing CEO, that one Kuku used her tongue to counter teach. She later came out to say he's not my favorite person because she too also could not ignore the good he did. That time there was that major buying somewhere in Yelwata in Benue State. That guy went. You think that is still content creation? He didn't have security personnel, so those people that did that massive buying could have showed up. It takes a very courageous person that has good spiritual backing to do the things he does. Yet, Nigerians, non well meaning Nigerians, still choose to downplay his relevance. And it's sad, really sad, because we are in a Nigeria that it is obvious that these people don't have our interest at heart. They don't. It's very clear now. There's spying here, there's kidnapping here, there's this one there, and everybody's quiet. The same place where we send our trained personnel out to go and do peacekeeping in other places, in our own place, inside ocean, soap the korokoro enter our eye. This young man is standing, and you're telling me he does not have a spiritual backing. And you're telling me that there's nothing special about him. And you're telling me that he can be ignored. He cannot. He cannot even be pulled down. Do you know the millions, if not billions, of people that are praying for that young man? Out of 200 million Nigerian citizens, I can bet on a lot of things that over 150 million are praying for him. Moi, I am one of the 150 million people who is praying for him. When you bring it down to this fight, is trying to pick with him. First of all, Very Dark Man have come to tell us everything about himself. In fact, the things that we didn't know that it would have been difficult for us to even begin to find out. Very Dark Man came up and told his story. Somebody like Izzie Ogbeide, what's her content is mostly private parts and how blunt she is with pigeon and stuff. That's been her content. What's Blessing CEO's content? It was one of her videos where she was describing what it means for a woman to be with a man. That was a video that brought her out. That was where everybody knew Blessing CEO because she was very, passionate about the video. She put in all her acting abilities, and then it made that video just supernatural. And it was controversy that brought both of them up. And it's not just Blessing CEO and Izzie Ogbeide, it's a lot of content creators. Controversy was what brought them up. But here is a young man, very dark man, how he grew. The first time I came across his video was around that time when Hilda Bassi was doing her cookathon. And then there's this other lady from Ilorin. She also wanted to do hers. And Very Dark Man was trying to analyze her own. I was like, who is this guy trying to analyze this? At first, I was taken by his piercings and all. And when he started laughing at it, I was like, wow, this guy is a clown. I eventually started laughing, and that was how this guy deserves to follow. Then after that, that was on TikTok, of course. After that, I started seeing the good he does. I was like, there's more to this guy than him just being a funny person. This was in 2023. And he came out. This is what I used to do. This is what I used to do. I am no longer this person. I did this at a time. I had this challenge and all. There is nothing about Very Dark Man Izzie Ogbeide wants to bring out that will make people begin to hate him, because it is nothing new. All of it you already know. And these are things he told us about. And the funny things about we human beings is that we try to judge more than God would. Now let's take it in the scriptural context. David, God called David a man after his own heart. Who was David? David was not a perfect person. He was never perfect. You can imagine him seeing somebody else's wife batting, looked to the point where he felt like he likes this woman, sent the husband to the battlefield, put him on the front lines. He died, and then he married that person's wife, and all of these things were intentional. That's Beersheba also. I think the name sounds like that. And then which son came from this Beersheba? Solomon, the righteous, the not righteous, the richest king Solomon that we know, that his wealth until date they are still trying to compute, came out of a union like that. And David, yet, was still a man after God's own heart. See, we human beings want to judge more than God. And the funny thing is, see, whatever Very Dark Man have done, that Izzy is coming to say, hey, he's this, is that, this is what he used to say, this is what he used to say, who know you, who know you. We all do these things. Nobody's holy. But it's just that these things are done behind closed doors. Now the person when you own cast now with the CEO. Izzy Ogbeide, if you open your chapter now, it may be dirtier than what Very Dark Man did. And then you come out. The moment Izzy Ogbeide came and said, "Oh, Very Dark Man should leave Iyabo Ojo alone," Very Dark Man too took time before he came to the realization that Mohbad's spine was not just about the Malians, that he should allow Iyabo Ojo time to come to realize. In fact, she brought an older video where Very Dark Man suggested that the father of Mohbad looked very, that he looked very suspicious. No, he looks like a suspect. Like he had the face of a suspect in that video. So she brought the video and say, see, he said this, and now he's coming out to say it's not the father. He's saying it's Iyabo Ojo. He's saying it's this one. He's saying it's that one. So when she did that video, I knew that something was up. But I eventually just felt like maybe she was angry because the fight Izzy Ogbeide have with Blessing CEO still today. It's because of a Very Dark Man. When Blessing CEO called Very Dark Man out that he wasn't looking kept, that he was looking unkept in the marketplace. And then Izzy Ogbeide was like, oh, he's my Edo brother, and started fighting with Blessing CEO. Very Dark Man never openly acknowledged that in any of his videos ever before. So I felt like, could it be that that acknowledgement she wanted? Did she want him to validate her? Maybe his actions didn't validate her feelings. Is that why she's coming out? Or is it that she's paid by Iyabo Ojo to actually do this, so that it will look as if, oh, this person used to be on Very Dark Man's side, now she's no longer on Very Dark Man's side? Could that be the issue? I felt like it was one of these two things, not knowing that it is deeper than that. Now you have brought a voice note that Very Dark Man did, and in all the chats that we have seen so far, you people have not exchanged much messages. So you can't even say he's in your DM. You people used to chat before. It was just about that monetization thing. And then you brought it out. This is a message that you have brought out. Very Dark Man did not even read that message. The kind of person he is, He's a public figure now. Whether I want to accept it or not, including people that don't like him, they know. They know, even though they are not trying to accept, they know that this guy is a public figure. And the kind of messages they get in their DMs every day. I'm not a public figure yet. I don't consider myself as a public figure. But even as somebody who is not even really known, sometimes I get WhatsApp messages, and as I'm scrolling through, I'm seeing messages that they sent to me since last year and I did not respond. And I'm like, oh, before you know it has gone down, 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 down. Maybe when you have 15 or 16 or 20 messages at a time, the older ones would have gone down. And the person will be there and be feeling like, oh, I sent you a DM, you did not respond. This is me. Nobody sabi me, sha. This is very dark man that is known by the whole world now. Because if you check by the impact of what he's doing, it's not just in Nigeria they know him. All over the world, people know very dark man now. They can see the good he's doing, especially in Africa. They know this guy. He gets this DM every day. In fact, there are cases, tons of cases, people send to his DM that he doesn't even have the time to open it because he cannot divide himself. Okay, it's either this major case or the other major case, or he has been arrested, or his phone has been collected, or is this, or is that. And then you didn't even do a video to say, oh, I did it. Okay, I sent a message to you. Oh, you have not responded to that message. Oh, so I'm doing this video to actually remind you that a message from me is in your DM. What happened? No, you came out straight to come and attack him first. He did not answer you. You did another video, did another that video, and if honestly I were to be very dark, I would also not have I would still not have responded to her because from the very beginning, it has always been that Izzie is looking for clout. In a video she did today, now we did this gutter together. You go stand for that gutter till you lie down. Like, who has time to be dragging that kind of thing with you? You will have time to be in the gutter and lie down in gutter, sit down in gutter, be stand in gutter until you lie down because you are in UK. You don't have insecurity issues. We are in Nigeria. Come to Nigeria and try it for 6 months. Then let me see whether you will carry your microphone like I'm holding my own now and set your ring light like this and be shouting into the camera every day. A blessing CEO too now is trolling you. She did a live video, and the live video yesterday was only because of you. And there was a point she mentioned then, and we can all agree on. Blessing CEO did not look for Izzie Ogbeide's problem. It was Izzie that looked for Blessing CEO's problem. Now, Blessing CEO is not my favorite person. She's not. And I'm not speaking to defend her. I'm just speaking on a non-sentimental basis, on a very unbiased basis. Yes, when the saga was on, we enjoyed it because, today she has dropped line that Izzie Ogbeide's husband, they have dead body. Izzie Ogbede have dropped line, Maginyash. Tomorrow, we just wanted to hear the new lines. It got to a point where it became a shower, you be a shower. It was not making sense again. So we all just got over their own saga thing because now there's no new thing they want to tell each other. So we enjoyed it, but at the back of our minds, we knew that Blessing Seal did not even talk to Izzie. Izzie was just looking for clout. Blessing you mentioned very dark man. Very dark man responded. In bad there, say she get like nyash. That one ended. And then Izzie Ogbede took it upon herself. Until in fact, she pushed Blessing Sio to a point where Blessing Sio insulted all the Edo mothers that they sent their children to go and do sleeping with men outside the country, outside Nigeria. And then that became a whole Edo versus Blessing Sio thing. But the first video Blessing Sio did through in response to Izzie Ogbede for her telling very dark man that he was looking unkept. Blessing Sio was like, I used to follow you. I used to know you and I laugh at your content. I find it funny. I find it really entertaining. I wasn't speaking to you. She was even still demure. She was still calm. She was still modest. This will be the next thing. She carried camera. Hey, wait, wait, wait. She was shouting, shouting. Let's see, say, oh yeah, now. As you kuku don't come more rapper for marketplace, make her come on my own. That was what led to it. And I can tell you something right now for free. Anybody who is against very dark man is somebody who does not want good. The person is simply not a well-meaning Nigerian. Anybody who dislikes that guy at this point, because he cannot be ignored again. Guys, just look at it. Can you even ignore very dark man? Everything he says is true. If not everything, because he's a human being, there are margin of error. We have our own weaknesses, we have our own flaws, but most of what that guy do, we know it is the truth. And his heart for humanity
It's undeniable. It's not even something you can begin to come and bargain or battle with and say, no, this is not so, this is not so. That guy has a heart for people. Okay, they are saying content creation. Is it easy to come and chase kidnappers? They are heavily armed though, because they don't know how armed the person they are going to kidnap is. So they try to outdo whoever they are going to kidnap. Those guys are heavily armed. And then he chased after them. The military people disappointed him. He still tried to save the life of the person who was shot. And then Izubede comes here to tell us, unstable content creator, this thing where if you don't start, so you are looking for attention that very dark man will not give you. If I to be very dark man, like I said again, I know will come out, come, I will not answer you. I will just allow you the way he ignored the one. I will just chew bread and drink pure water and still play your video until the end of the video. We were being fan, we the rate gang. Ha, you want play? We go still watch. We go still for that comment section. Under 24 hours, we still have 100K views. This is you don't come close. You don't come close. So just off the ring lights, come on your camera, drop the microphone. If you don't have anything to do, if you don't get content again, just go sit down, because it's almost as if it's becoming dull on your end now. You need something to spice it up. And you know, if it is very dark man, even if they are not happy, they'll come and watch to see what you have said to him, to see, in fact, let's see the insult. So long as you're getting the engagement. Because for how long have you been on YouTube? How many subscribers do you have? Your subscribers they cry like my own, given the fame you think you have. You have been on TikTok. How far? You have been on Instagram. How far? So you're just looking for a way to just come out. So just go and sit down. If you don't have anything to say, go and sit down. You see, very dark man, that guy is supernatural. There is something, there are spiritual things about that guy. And I mean it in every positive sense of the word, spiritual. So he's not somebody that can be denied. So he's your baby. Come off a road. Go lie down. We worry.